Ask you something.
Sure.
Take your headphones off.
All right.
We don't need those to record.
I guess not. I don't think we. Well, we're listening to music.
Well, listen. Well, I guess while we're listening to music, but like, other than that,
Yeah.
like when we're talking,
I feel like we can.
I think we can just have a conversation without
All right.
headphones. You know, we'll put we'll put them on when you listen to music.
All right.
You know, like why?
We're here. We're doing it.
Oh, we're recording.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. You didn't give me a action.
Welcome to a new episode of the Morewood Chronicles.
Morewood Chronicles, man. It's been a while. I know I say it every time, but
Yeah, we.
unfortunately, we have lives.
Yeah,
You know.
we're two grown men with two full-time jobs that do this when we can.
Yeah.
So,
we are back, I guess, doing their request.
yeah, we had a
popular-
whopping 2 comments for this video, for this album,
over
over.
how many other votes for one video.
I voted for wanting to hear Fleetwood Mac.
I don't think our votes count.
No, they don't. But the 2 comments that we got for The Fame by Lady Gaga
Yeah.
was also liked like 6 times.
Oh, okay. So,
So-
that counts. Yeah, those are votes.
Those are votes. All right.
Those are votes,
I
yeah.
was just making sure. Of
course.
We didn't talk about this ahead of time. And we had started to record the song that we were going to do because every time we try to do a song from the album.
Right.
And we realized that we only know the hits off of this album.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
To
I
the-
never bought this album and listened to it, so.
To the point where I don't think I've heard most of these songs. So this
Yeah,
is going to be one of our first ever genuine first listen reactions.
Especially
Even for you too.
this album, like when she first came out, you know, I thought she was just a put together studio
Right.
girl. Like, I didn't think it was anything special. I didn't, I thought it was like whatever.
We had the privilege of being alive for most of these albums that were on the top 10 list when they were released. And
Yeah.
when this one was released, this was the number 11 album. So this was
Right.
this
Just
one
made it.
just
Just missed
missed
it.
the cut.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Silence your phone.
It's my brother-in-law. You know, what are you gonna do? Yell at him.
It's Thanksgiving time. So I
Yell
forgot
at
what
him.
we were saying.
We talked about being alive when the album came out. It was number 11.
Right. We were alive when a lot of this stuff came out. And as I look at the people that comment on our videos and things like that, I realize that a lot of them are really young and weren't even alive when these albums were released.
Okay.
So they're going into it with the history behind everything and
Right.
things like that. And that often will influence your perception of an album.
Mm-hmm.
When this album first came out, most people that did not like this type of music, I think we can safely include you and I in that.
It's not that I didn't
that
like this type of music. It's just, like, it was, if I was at that time, I was in my mid-20s, so I was.
We were choosing to listen to other things.
I was in clubs and stuff, and like this, like Poker Face would come on, and it was like a dancey club song, like it was like the disco of the time, I guess.
At the time, I was a karaoke DJ.
Yeah.
And I remember having to play this Just Dance and Poker Face
Constantly.
almost on a nonstop loop.
Right.
It was every single night. So when this album first came out, and this was her debut album, we thought that, yeah, she was just a
Like a studio
thing that
put together.
the studio was
trying
trying to push on everybody, which might have been actually what was going on. Again, we don't know for sure,
Right.
but at the time, when you're trying to get into the industry, for the most part,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Pink was another one
Sure.
that was very popular. For her first album was orchestrated by her record label. She did not want to be
That
a
pop
rap artist.
pop star.
Her first album was mostly
Yeah.
rap. Yeah.
Oh,
So when Lady Gaga came out, maybe she had to do a little bit of the same stuff, but you can definitely see her influence on a lot of the material in this album.
it's called The Flame, right? Yeah.
The Fame.
The Fame. Okay.
So she maybe had a little more say in how she wanted to be perceived, but moving on from this album is her musical ability.
Yeah, you saw
showcased.
obviously how famous she is. You saw her growth, like just I think for me, the first time when I really captured her, what she's about, was during an award show, and she did a Andrews Julie Andrews song.
Yeah.
She came out in this gorgeous white dress. She looked amazing.
Yep.
I'm like, that's Lady Gaga, and she sang just amazing. Like, oh wow, she's really talented.
And then she sits behind a piano and can just do everything. What an incredible talent this woman turns out to be. My first introduction to like what she was more so than this album reflects was her Howard Stern appearances. I listened to her interviews on Howard Stern and she would play acoustic, and she would sit down at a piano and just do different songs. And those were some very cool interviews. The early Lady Gaga on Howard Stern was it was pretty fun to listen to. So
cool. So we're gonna dive into this album. You guys join along with us.
Lady Gaga, The Fame.
And,
we're gonna come back at you with track 1 right now.
All right.